Hello, you guys. How are you all? Good morning. Oh my gosh, it's already freaking so hot here. I'm sweating like a hussy in church, that's for sure. Hey, Mama Bear. Hey, Punksy. Hey, PJ. Hey, Melinda. Hey, Amber. Hey, Chris. Nadie. Good to see you. Let's see. Hey, Lindsay. Riddler. Thank you guys for being here. Hey, Cool Gamer. Patricia. Leo. Good to see you guys. Hey, Roberta Kaiser. So I wanted to, hey, West Virginia Jules, Rainbow Mom, Alibi, good to see you guys. Hey, headphones. So I don't know if you guys have seen, but tonight I'm doing a big stream. It's going to be like a charity event though, because there is a fundraiser attached to it. And the way that works is the super chat button is gone and it turns into a donate button. The really cool thing about it is YouTube doesn't take a percentage, and they have like a bunch of nonprofits that they've already partnered with, or that you can select from. So I just did research on a few and found one that I thought would be a good one to do. We talked about doing one that would help premature babies because Gannon was a premature baby. Jen and I had talked a lot about that. I saw March of Dimes on there. The way that I understand it, though, is that 10 cents of every dollar given to them goes towards the mission or something like that. And I could be wrong, but that is the way that I understand it. So anyways, tonight we have a huge panel. We're going to talk about some of the things happening in the community, how we can do better, and our impact and things like that. I just think it's a really important conversation to have, and we're going to have that tonight. So today I wanted to talk to you guys about this. Tonight we're going to have, I think, a lot of really awesome creators. Criminality, Kate Does Crime, Jen Lu, Crime Curious, Dr. B, Cher. My brain is not working now. There's more though, but let me think. Sorry. I think Mallory might come on. She mentioned Sleuth Mom wanting to maybe help. There's going to be a lot of creators though, so I think it's going to be really exciting. Many of these creators have worked directly with family members and stuff, so I want to talk about, I want to have the conversation. So it's going to be, yes, Mallory. I'm excited. So thank you for joining, Mallory, and everybody else too. I think that it's going to be a very interesting and necessary conversation. And there might be more that I forgot. My brain, it just, it sucks sometimes. But anyway, since that's happening tonight, I've been wanting to talk about this situation out in Oregon more anyways. There has been another woman found. We've been trying to keep up with this potential serial killer out there, and I thought that, we could do that today, and then tonight we'll do that. So anyways, sorry for the whole long-winded introduction. But I am really excited trying to pull all of that together. Hey, Crime Time with Mal. By the way, if you want to join, let me know. Anybody, any creators that you guys that I'm, especially ones I'm friends with, please let me know because you are absolutely welcome. So now we're going to get into this. I'm going to pull up some of the news articles. There's a few other missing women that we haven't talked about here yet, and there has been another victim found. So I'm going to pull up the first news releases from that. She has been identified at this point, but the first one she wasn't yet. But I want to watch this with you guys. I think it's important to have this conversation. Okay. It's scary. I can't imagine how the women that live out in Oregon feel. I would be terrified. Please don't go anywhere alone. And the scary thing about that is we've seen, like in Idaho, sometimes that doesn't even, that's not even a sure way to keep safe. But it definitely helps. So if you're out there, please, stay with friends. Don't be out alone. Maybe get some
We urge
Not the
those folks
kitchen.
to help us.
Okay.
We urge those folks to help us, call us, provide those tips.
Detectives pleading for your help. They believe a woman was killed. Now they need clues to find the person who took her life. This is KOIN 6 News at 10. I'm Elizabeth Din. Tonight, investigators in Wilsonville are trying to figure out who killed the woman and why. We see more live tonight and digging deeper into what exactly happened in this mystery. Jamie?
Liz, the woman was discovered yesterday, and as they work to identify her, they're also searching for the person responsible.
A grisly discovery at a vacant home sitting off a rural road near Wilsonville.
Yeah, this is the seventh one, and there are many others missing. If you go back into the lives that I've done on this, we've went through many missing people. It's concerning, and it does appear that there's a certain type of woman that's being targeted, a more vulnerable kind of woman, which is even worse.
Clackamas County deputies were called to a property for sale on Southwest Stafford Road Monday morning after someone doing work there found a woman's body.
An autopsy was done this morning, and the Clackamas County Medical Examiner's Office ruled the death to be by homicidal violence.
The sheriff's office wouldn't go into further detail about how she died or what happened.
Now, it's quite interesting that they have, they say this, because if you remember from some of the other cases, we haven't gotten this clear of a description of what was going on. There's whether it was foul play or, whatever. So I do find it interesting that they have come out and straight up said that it is foul play.
And couldn't release her identity as they worked to contact family. With little info and no suspects ID'd, they're now asking for the community's help as they work to solve this suspected murder.
A lot of people travel on that roadway on a daily basis. And so, yeah, we're pretty hopeful, especially with the number of homes in that area.
We spoke to a neighbor off camera who says the property sat vacant for a bit before it was listed in the last month and was surprised when he came out yesterday to see heavy police presence next door. Investigators say in cases like this, witnesses make all the difference, so they're asking anyone nearby to check their doorbell or property cameras, or even recall if they saw someone suspicious in the area in the days leading up to July 10th.
We really rely on the public to help us out. We've got a great community here in Clackamas County, and they're there when we're not, right?
If you did see anything suspicious or you might have any details about what happened leading up to yesterday, you're urged to contact the Clackamas County Sheriff's Office tip line. We have all of that information on our website, KOIN.com.
Clackamas County tip line. Okay, so she has been identified now. And let me pull up another video that I want to show you guys. An article. Let's see. The name of a 43-year-old woman found dead near Wilsonville was released yesterday by the Clackamas County Sheriff's Office. Clarissa Ann Hammond Sweet of Salem was found Monday at a vacant property in the 6,000 block of Southwest Stafford Road by a person doing some work to prepare the place for sale. I'm going to right now drop a link in the chat. That is a Facebook group that Amber created. If you guys are interested in this, you should join it. There's, constantly new posts of missing people or, different things going on in the area in there. So let me, if my internet would load on my phone, I'll post it in the group. You guys will see it drop in the chat and I'll pin it at the top. Based on the autopsy, Hammond Sweet's cause of death appears to be homicide, and the sheriff's office has not named a suspect. Detectives would like to hear from anyone with information about her or suspicious activity in the area of 26,000 block of Southwest Stafford Road in the days leading up to Monday, July 10th. Oh, Carol freaking Claus, thank you. Thank you so much. That is so sweet. And then here is the group in chat. I'm going to pin it to the top. That's the place to be for constant, updates on what's happening in this situation. Let me play this. Whew, it is hot today, honey.
Hey, I buy direct here. We take the hassle out of buying eyewear by sending the store to your
Sorry, you
screen.
guys.
Like to switch up your look? Shop 3,000 styles.
Investigators have identified.
Google is just so
Investigators have identified a woman.
suspicious and annoying. I just ordered 2 pair of glasses from iBuyDirect on my phone, not on my computer, but now I'm seeing it everywhere I look. It's crazy the way that happens.
Dead at a vacant property near Wilsonville. The Clackamas County Sheriff's Office released these photos of the victim, 43-year-old Clarissa Ann Hammond Sweet of Salem. Her body was found off of Southwest Stafford Road on Monday. An autopsy found her cause of death was homicidal violence. No arrests have been made. If you have any information about her or saw any suspicious activity in the area in the days leading up to Monday, you are asked to contact the Sheriff's Office tip line.
Okay, now.
Hey, I buy direct here. We take the hassle.
No. Let's see what this video is. Oh, these are the neighbors. And I think that I do want to see. I want to show you guys this anyway.
Hey, I buy direct here. We
Oh
take
my God, how annoying.
the hassle out of
I
buying
need it for,
screen. Like to switch up.
Fox tonight, what started as a welfare check has now turned into a homicide investigation near Wilsonville.
It comes after the Clackamas County Sheriff's Office says a woman's body was found on a property off of Southwest Stafford Road. And that's where we find Fox 12's Chandler Watkins live tonight after speaking with people nearby. Chandler?
Avery.
Yeah,
Nicole,
some
hey,
were
Cheryl.
raising questions about whether this recent homicide had anything to do with the other homicides of 6 women who have been found across the Portland metro area. Speaking with the
Wait, she called it other
homicides of 6 women.
Huh.
Homicide had anything to do with the other homicides of 6 women who have been
I only find that interesting because, like I said, they have not come out and clearly said that it's foul play in every one of those other cases.
found
That I've
across the
seen.
Portland metro area.
and I
Speaking
could
with
have
the
missed
Clackamas
it.
County Sheriff's Office, they can't say at this time if that's the case, but this is still a very active and
Hey,
open
Tiff.
investigation.
Happy
And are asking
Saturday.
for the public's help tonight.
Lord have mercy.
We use Stafford Road a lot, and they had it blocked off yesterday, and so making people go rerouted. So it definitely, we knew there was something.
People are scared at that title, but I am serious. And because I don't want to. Let me find my words. I'm gonna keep playing this and find my words. I have to be careful about.
Something large happening there.
Aaron Harris and his family recently moved off Southwest Stafford from Portland.
We thought, it could be nice to have kind of a slower paced life, and then something like this happens that you would expect maybe in a bigger city and not so much in a smaller one.
On Monday, Clackamas County deputies blocked off a section of Southwest Stafford for several hours in front of this home. After what
Wow.
initially came in as a welfare check, a woman's body was found on the property, which police say was vacant and in the process
That's quite confusing, huh?
of being sold. Following an autopsy, investigators say the cause of death.
Why was
appears to
there a
be
welfare check at a vacant home? Did someone see her? I guess maybe see her? I'm not sure. That's confusing.
Homicidal violence. Now, authorities are asking anyone with information about potential suspicious activity in the area in the days leading up to July 10th to contact the Clackamas County Sheriff's Office.
It's shocking for sure. You never think it's going to happen close to home. Home's kind of your sanctuary where you feel safe.
Yeah,
and Stuff
absolutely.
like that, it rattles you a little bit.
As investigators search for answers, neighbors are left with many questions.
And I think the community isn't going to feel great about this until there is answers. We know there's a process that's going to have to be played out, and so we'll be patient.
This is terrorizing an entire community or several communities, to be honest. And, many of these women have issues with substance abuse and things like that. Many of them are sex workers. I know there are people that have wanted to speak out, but they're very scared, who feel that it's potentially a problem stemming from the sex work industry out there. How do I say that? But these people are scared to death to speak out, you know. So, and if you just happen to be in that industry or in that area, please be so careful. You can never be too safe. Yeah, so that's why it's hard to find my words, because it's a tough situation.
But the sooner the better. You know, I think it'll make us feel safer as residents in the
Hey,
area.
Meep. Hey, Rich.
The Clackamas County Sheriff's Office is not releasing the name of the victim at this time. And as this is an ongoing investigation, we'll continue to keep you updated on air and online as we learn more. Reporting in Clackamas County, Chandler Watkins, Fox 12 Oregon.
Okay, so let me see what you guys have to say. Excuse me. There is not enough information. It's very scary. I always wondered if there was a second killer in the Idaho 4 case. Oh, there's a lot of people wondering a lot of things on that one, that's for sure. Total disrespect. So Jen Lou says, better get ready. Hey, Tony, good afternoon. Whoever found her probably only saw from assault. That's what I was thinking. That kind of makes sense. Getting the property ready to sell and found her. I'm in the UK, and this is weird to me. The local law enforcement are not seeing how profound this is. Why have they got no urgency to task force this to within an inch of its life? There is 7 women dead now, and there's many others missing. So let me show you guys some of that. Caitlin Audrina Garrowett, Lil Ladybug, has butterfly outlines on her right hand, nose pierced, her upper lip and center pierced, a mole on her forehead under her bangs. Baker City, La Grande, Portland. She was last seen in Portland, and her last contact was July 4th. Please share. She is logged into police database as missing person number SO230444. Please contact police or her mom. So here's help us find our daughter. Please, any information, if you do it anonymously. If you know something, please reach out. This is so, and it is so sad, because this is just the facts. There are so many people who go missing all the time, constantly. You would be surprised. If you look it up every year, it's in the hundreds of thousands of people. Wow, that's a low-flying something. Damn, sorry, you guys. But it is very hard to get media attention on your missing loved one or your loved one's case. You would not believe the amount of people, like, especially when I was doing TikTok more, because I was doing like a short video every day on different cases, and I would get like a lot of different messages from people who were begging. And I had at this point in time, it was happening when I had 1,000 followers on TikTok. You know, there was no, I really had no reach at all, but people were still even begging me to make videos, begging for any amount of awareness that they could get. And the facts are that if the mainstream media doesn't pick it up, or society for whatever reason doesn't see it as an interesting case, like the same way Gabby Petito, Idaho 4, the Chris Watts case, some of these cases get, it goes by, a lot of people never even know about it. And it is so sad, and it's very unfortunate. I know, Nay. I was like, oh my God, it feels so low. That scared me. Hey, MK. I'm making sure I'm always aware of my surroundings. Amber's done an incredible job trying to advocate in real life. Please join her Facebook group. Also, if you scroll back a week or two on my community page, there's a link that she shared. If there's anyone in that area that is looking for help finding shelter, if you're in recovery, you need resources, you can reach out to Amber, you can reach out to me, and I'll help you get in touch with Amber. Thank you for truly trying to make a difference, because you are making a difference. And I appreciate it so much. Oh, Tiffany, let me tell you, I've got many thoughts I haven't said. Is the plane picking us up to go for ice cream? An hour or so north of Alex. I'm worried that this is not the work of one person, multiple sick people involved. Well, like I said, I know that people in the area are worried that it's someone in the industry, in the sex industry or something like that. And you got to think, some of these people, like, think of a pimp that has, several girls working for him, the amount of power that he does have and the amount that he thinks he has. It's just not a good situation if that would be the case. Hey, CJ. Oh, you're so welcome. Are you at the zoo, Alex? No. Well, it's just like McKenna Riley. If you guys missed that live, I mean, that case, it's tough because the family is begging for people to know about it, for people to talk about it. You can have the whole world looking for Gabby Petito, and then there's so many of these women who aren't getting any coverage. It's really sad. And don't get me wrong, Gabby Petito deserves the attention too. But yeah, there is rumor among some in the area that they know who it is and they are scared to come forward. That's kind of what I was saying. You have a better, easier way to say it. I make things quite difficult sometimes. Hello, nice to meet you. I'm Alex. I live close by a little private airport, and they're always practicing stalls above my house. I've had people I know reach out to me. I'm trying to help them figure out how to report it anonymously. It's very scary. They should be on mainstream media, Rainbow Mom. And there's more. Let me keep going. I've only got a couple today, but there's more than that, to be honest. Every time I go on the page, there's more. This is a 14-year-old. 14-year-old missing from Portland. Authorities asking for help. A 14-year-old she's been missing since May is believed to be in danger, authorities say. The Oregon Department of Human Services Child Welfare Division is asking for the public's help in finding Nevaeh Rohrbach, I don't know, in finding Nevaeh, 14, a child in foster care who went missing from Portland on May 22nd. Authorities believe she's in danger. She's 5'6", 136 pounds, black and brown hair, green eyes, a heart tattoo on her wrist, and a tattoo on her finger. And whoever this person is targeting the women that are vulnerable. It appears that he's targeting, if you even just look at the victims, if this is one person, let's say that. But if these women often have drug problems, they're in the sex industry, there's a lot of people on the streets out there. Hell, Amber sent me this thing the other day, an article. They are literally giving out foil and straws and stuff like that for people, like, because all drugs are legal there now, unless you're dealing them. I think that's different. But if you're just personally using, no, I'm sorry, Black Cat, that's a bird here, and yeah, it's being like really annoying, so I'm sorry. Since May, and they just now, I know, that's ridiculous. 14 years old. Like the Green River Killer. I'll start sending the stories to Brian. It can't hurt. Yeah, they are. I thought it was my rats. No. Yeah, hi, Truth and Justice. My son just left Portland with his girlfriend. It's changed a lot since it has changed in the 4 years he was there. Let me see if I can grab that article about the like these birds are going crazy. Associated Press, we'll grab it from there. A plan by Oregon's largest county to distribute tinfoil and straws for fentanyl users and glass pipes for methamphetamine and crack users has been halted after opposition from Portland's mayor and other officials. Oh, okay. So that's interesting. It's been halted. So it might not happen. Our health department went forward with this proposal without proper implementation protocols. And in that light, I am suspending the program pending further analysis. The health department earlier this month updated its harm reduction program to include the distribution of smoking materials to people using drugs after noticing a drop in the number of drug users who sought out clean syringes from county workers. The workers also provide the opioid overdose reversal drug Narcan and attempt to point users to possible treatment options. So maybe they've halted it, but their plan was to be passing out straws and tinfoil. And I'm all about a clean needle exchange. I think that that's important. But this fentanyl crisis, I'm telling you guys, I truly believe that it is going to look at the way the opiate crisis has ripped like this society apart. Hell, half the people I went to school with are dead. All of my friends are dead because I was an addict for a long time. And many of my close friends are not with us any longer. People overdose on the fentanyl at a much higher rate. It is a huge problem. This is an issue. We should not be encouraging that. It's a huge issue. It is scary. Okay, let's see. Yeah, Amber has been awesome. She truly has. I have so much respect and love for Amber. I do, because you are just good to the core. Rainbow Mom, excuse me. Rainbow Mom says, a woman I dated briefly is from Portland and tries to take one trip a year to see her family. She says she'll never move back because it's just too dangerous. It did, West Virginia Mama. It was horrible. I am so glad to be away from that. Like, oh my God, it's very dangerous here now. I lost a few friends as well. Yep. Imagine that. A new drug that's less expensive, more addictive, more deadly. Hey, Cutie Pie from Washington State. No more opiates for me. Good morning, Cement Shoes. Okay, so that was really what I had gathered for us to go through. So let's go over to TikTok together and see if they're talking about this over there. Because I'm telling y'all, if you're not on TikTok, I love to do the videos where we watch it together because many of you guys aren't on TikTok. But there is a lot of information to be found over there. There is. Have you guys heard of this? Hold on. Have you guys heard of this Carly Russell? I'm very interested to know more about this. Look.
Looking for this.
And then we'll go back to the Oregon stuff, but.
Alethea, Carly Russell surrounding her disappearance are alarming. Hoover police say she disappeared from the side of I-459 around 9:30 last night after she called 911 to report a toddler.
Walking in traffic. And let's see. I heard about that xylazine. That's scary. Hey, Corky. Same here, Amber. And mine will be 7 years next month. It's crazy. I'm on TikTok and I follow you, but I never open the app. If there's a case that you're really into, just a tip, because you will find so much interesting stuff over there. Go to TikTok and search it. Like the Raba trial, Roro. I've found so much interesting stuff over there. Ooh, have you, Mallory? I've been following it so closely. I need to know more about it. Every time I heard Alex say hi, cutie pie, I wondered how she can see me. You're so funny, headphones. No cutie pie in the chat. I did not know Narcan doesn't work on xylazine. Wow, that is freaking scary. Okay, MK, so this young lady, she called and reported a toddler alone in traffic. Let me just let the news thing play, and then we'll talk about it.
Police looking for this woman, 24, Alethea Carly Russell, surrounding her disappearance are alarming. Hoover police say she disappeared from the side of I-459 around 9:30 last night after she called 911 to report a toddler walking on the side of the interstate near exit 10. Now, after calling 911, she stopped to check on the child, called a family member to tell them what was going on. Well, that family member lost contact with her. The line, however, remained open. Now, when Hoover police arrived to where she was last seen, they found her car still running with her belongings inside, including her phone and smartwatch, and they have not received any reports of a missing toddler.
So we are certainly following this very closely this morning. Family and friends are meeting at the Hoover Met right now to get the word out, but to begin a search as well for Carly Russell.
It's scary. It makes you wonder if she was like baited with a child or something. But yeah, and Crafty Chris, there is a lot on her on TikTok because Woofy was telling me the same thing. Woofy does a lot of TikTok and she's like, oh my gosh, the amount of information on her over there, it's crazy. I'm going inside because the birds and all the things. Police went there and the child and her were not there. Then I talked to one of my friends today who wonders if there was ever a child at all or if maybe there's a mental health issue or something. It's pretty crazy. Okay, so we're going to go back into Oregon stuff because I think it's important and deserves our attention. And I'm well aware that talking about some of these cases, you know, a lot of people just aren't interested, but maybe we can just, I don't know. I feel like if there's even a couple extra eyes on it, that's important, or, you know, it's valuable. Amber says there is a guy here in Portland who walks around Southeast Portland and talks with the houseless and hands out flyers about the women. They all believe and have heard it's a man and woman doing this. Wow, I didn't know that. Okay, so I'm going to search. Let me switch back here for just a second. And then I'll search Portland. Okay. 2 days ago. So let's watch some of these. Who knows what we're going to stumble across. TikTok is just an interesting place. Ooh, 111 people in here. 111. Let me see. I think the more attention this gets, the more pressure there will be on law enforcement to follow through and solve this. I agree. Hey, Kokomo. I feel she was baited. Very scary. It is scary. Hey, Amber, by the way. And Amber, ATS News. I'm going to message you after this, but okay.
Okay, you have to watch this video because I want to hop on this before I see anybody else hop on it because I think I found something. Now, if you've been following the Portland 6 victims serial killer case, then you're going to be excited to hear what I found. If you haven't been following it, then let me explain real fast. Now, in Portland, Oregon, in the past couple of months, starting in February up until May, 5 identified women have gone missing and their remains have been found since. There's no suspects, they don't have any leads, and people are suspecting that it's all connected. The police are saying it's not connected, but they can't find any connections because the women look different, they're different ethnicities, different hair colors, different ages. But I've noticed they're all between the ages of 20 and 40, and that falls into an MO of a killer. But what you might be excited to hear is that I think I found a 7th victim.
Excited? Okay.
Which is unfortunate, obviously, but just listen. So I have been scouring the news for articles of women that have been killed in the past couple months that don't have suspects of the case. And July 10th, literally 2 days ago from when I'm filming this, A woman was murdered, unfortunately, in Wilsonville, Oregon. Now, where the hell is Wilsonville? I drew up a map and I put all the pinpoints of all of the known victims and the potential 7th victim. And what you'll notice is they're all very close together, obviously, but this pink line, this is Interstate 205. And what I think you'll notice is they're all pretty surrounded by Interstate 205, including our new and potential 7th victim.
Now that is kind of interesting, right? So this is 205, the pink, and then she's placed dots on each one.
What you also notice is that Interstate 5 splits into Interstate 5 and Interstate 205. And even Joanna Speaks, the 2nd victim, is along Interstate 5. Now, people believe that Joanna Speaks' body was moved after she had been killed. And she's the only victim that we know of, the cause of death. And she's the only victim that police suspect is foul play. The rest of them, they're saying, died of suspicious causes. Now, the police are trying to say that it's not a serial killer. But you can't tell me that 7 women along the same interstate all go missing and are found murdered. Now,
that's interesting, though, the interstate point. Nothing excites me more than finding more victims. Well, you know what? It just reminds me of all this stuff going on and what we're going to talk about tonight. This is not make-believe. These are not actors. This is not a book. This is not a fairy tale. This is not a story. This is not entertainment. Yes, people do get entertainment from hanging out and having interesting discussions, right? Or, things like that. But this is not entertainment. These are real people. And I think that sometimes when you're on here talking about it, you almost lose sight of that, which seems to be kind of how that comment feels, But, hey, Meg, maybe a trucker. That's what I was thinking about the interstate thing. Truckers. All the women had last been seen in Southeast Portland as well. I'm not sure about the most recent one, though, since it's so recent. The 14-year-old was last seen in Portland as well. Hey, contrary Marge. Real victims with real family members grieving, who are most likely, I've heard people say, if you've lost, like they were saying about Shanann Watts' parents, they just need to stay out of true crime then. What do they expect? Just stay out of it. Don't click on the stuff that's about that. They're going to be discussing it. Excuse me? Can you imagine? Something happens to my baby and I will feel entitled to click on anything with their name in it. Or, I think that it's really important for everyone to take a pause and think about that. As a matter of fact, I saw Melissa Jade has a live tomorrow night with Brent Kopacka's friend, if I understand the title correctly, which he has spoken out on the news about the rumors and how they have affected the memory of his best friend and people trying to tie him to Brian Koberger and stuff. I think that's going to be an awesome live. It's important. These are real people. You can do serious damage to people who are already grieving. Someone had left a comment to me and that they were talking about like shock and trauma and what they had been through. And I could kind of relate to it because when I had Bentley, I woke up one day and I was like itching really bad. And I couldn't get it to go away. I was itching till I was like bleeding. It was basically my liver like releasing all the toxins into my body because I had a version of preeclampsia called HELLP syndrome, which is deadly and it kills people very quickly. You go from normal to, in a couple of days, very sick. I had a blood transfusion. I was put unconscious and they took Bentley out of me 8 weeks early. It scared the crap out of me. I know I have PTSD from it because anytime any of us gets a little sickness, like I panic and I can't keep myself from panicking. And it's because I know that in the, snap of a finger, everything can change. Now that trauma is so small compared to some of the trauma these people are going through. Think of the Doberman family. The trauma and shock that they are going through, this affects me daily in a pretty bad way. Like it sucks. Can you imagine it being to the extent of You know, we're alive and we're still here. I think it's important to talk about. The victims' family members are in my Facebook group, so that's the number one rule in the group. Be respectful to the victims and their families. Yes, we've went through that. There is a man who's went around messaging the victim's mom, telling her that he's killed her daughter and all these other things. And she's tried to go to police with it and they don't listen. So she's like, okay, well then you guys talk about it. Put it out there. Me too, Corey. Thank you. It was so scary. Cutie pie. I spoke to Kay Vallow Woodcock. She was a lovely and gracious person. I couldn't imagine doing anything to disrespect victims or their families or what it takes in a person to stoop to doing that. Thank you, Anna. Well, thankfully I'm okay and I'm here hanging out with you guys. But, you know, imagine the trauma from people who go through such scary things and they don't survive. Someone doesn't survive. So let's keep going. I just think it's important to keep in mind when we're talking about this stuff.
Since the Portland Police Department seem to think that this is not a big deal, I'm going to talk about it. In the last 3 months, 6 women have been found deceased in the Portland and surrounding areas. Let's talk about the victims and their similarities. Kristen Smith was reported missing on December 22nd. Her remains were found on February 19th in a wooded area in southeast Portland's Pleasant Valley.
Kristen's mom is the one who's currently being harassed. And I'm actually grabbing those screenshots to show you guys now because she's tried to get police to listen about these messages and comments she's getting, and they're not.
Neighborhood. Her cause of death is yet to be determined. Joanna Speaks was found on April 8th. Her body was found inside an abandoned barn in Ridgefield, located about 22 miles north of Portland. She died due to blunt force trauma on the head and neck, and investigators believe her body was moved to that location after her death. Charity Lynn Perry, her body was found in a culvert near Ainsworth State Park in East Multnomah County on April 24th. She was frequently seen downtown Portland in the beginning of March. Details about her death have been withheld due to an ongoing investigation. Unfortunately, there is one unidentified woman. This woman was found dead on April 24th near southeast Portland's.
This woman here. And let me just briefly click over to here and show you guys something. James Baker. He's messaged the mom, and I'm going to show you guys that too. But he's also left comments like this. Ha, I did it. Ask her mom. Took Kristen's and 6+ known victims. They say, are you sure, buddy? He said, yeah. Post a picture of Kristen. He says, I'm going to go hunting tonight. Someone says, I know you're trying to get a rise out of me. It's not going to work. You've already been exposed and you need to do a better job of keeping up because not all 6 are connected. Maybe you can take your wife and child with you when you go hunting. He says, Kristen wanted drugs. That's how I got her. She was so small and didn't put up a fight. He says, there's more than 6, FYI. Kristen begged me to stop. All she wanted to see was her mom again, but too bad she won't. Then he says, little man, I'm a whole serial killer, dog. Kristen gave your boy a handy job. Okay, that's not all. There is more. Hold on, I'm going to find it. It is absolutely disgusting and disturbing. And she's tried to get police to just listen, take a look at him. But they're not answering or returning. Let me show you guys some more. We're going to flip through these because some of them. This is her mom. I'm done with this SOB who says he murdered Kristen. His fake profile is James Baker. Here's the truth. This sick SOB, I caught his ass. Blow him up all over the internet until I can get police to respond to me. I've been trying for days. I'm pissed. I'm over it. He wants to kill me physically and mentally. Game on. He claims to be a murderer and harassing a grieving mother. I don't know about that. These are pictures she shared with it. But then he comments and she says, James Baker, why the F are you on this page? You're the one who sent me this in January. Why the hell are you following my daughter's page? Now, we go back to January. In January, Kristen had not even been found yet. And this account messages mom. There's no talk about a possible serial killer or anything like that. And this dude messages the mother and says, your daughter is dead. I may or may not have done a murder on her and dumped her in the woods. Don't tell anyone, though. Then he said blunt force trauma, strangulation. I bet some of the items she had at the time were taken as trophies. She's in my blunt. I'm rolling her in my blunt. She had a fat ass, he said. He said, you'll never find out who did it. I mean, absolutely. And then here's the message he sent her. January 6th, your daughter is dead. I may or may not have done a murder on her and dumped her in the woods. Again, let me say, at this point in time, she had not been found. Why are police not listening to mom when she's begging to listen? They don't even get back to her. So the FBI should look into it. Cement shoes. I wonder if mom's tried to contact them. I know. I'm pissed too. It's disgusting. It makes my blood boil too. I don't get it. I wonder if they are being held for amount of time, Amber. Is that really him or a possible troll? I don't know. All I know is this account messaged mom in January before she was found and is now, messing around in the Facebook groups dedicated to her and stuff like that. So they do need a new police force. It's disgusting. All right, let's go back to TikTok. We'll watch a couple more and see what else we can find.
This is Cassandra McCabe.
Oh, here's another missing person. Oh, Saturday Search. I love that channel. Oh, she was found safe, it says. Good. So we're going to keep going.
January 12th.
After what initially came in as a welfare check, a woman's body was found on the property, which police say was vacant and in the process of being sold. Following an autopsy, investigators say
That's the same video we watched, but the creator must live there. They say this is the 7th woman found in my area in a few months.
Is there an active serial killer?
Fox News, I'm Nora Hart. First on Fox tonight, more than 2 months after she...
Wow, this is about Kristen. This was posted back in February. She wasn't found yet then either.
Went missing in Southeast
this
Portland.
is the one
Members
whose
of
mom is
Progressive
being
are
harassed.
Holding on to hope that she will be found. Take a look here. This is 22-year-old Kristen Smith. Her mom last spoke to her on November 19th. Fox 12's Drew Marine spoke
Hey,
to
Victoria.
Kristen's mom tonight, who's hoping for your help.
Wow, Riddler.
Melissa Smith says Kristen was last seen here near Mall 205. Take a look at this flyer they've posted around parts of Portland. Melissa says she likes to wear different wigs, so she may not look exactly like the
Yeah,
photo on this
Kristen is
flyer.
like the only one I could find because I wanted to know more about the victims. I started looking into each individual one just to see if I could tie them together in any ways. Kristen is the one I found the most information about. She loved wigs. She was often photographed with different wigs on. She loved makeup. She loved art. She loved her cat. I believe she had a cat that she really was very attached to.
This is Ashley Real. She's been missing from Portland, Oregon since March 27, 2023.
Ashley Real is now one of the victims. We know that.
22 years old. She's 4'11", weighs 85 pounds, and has black hair and brown eyes. Ashley was last seen at a fast food restaurant in the 12,000 block of Southeast Division Street in Portland, Oregon. According to the CCTV photographs above, she was last seen wearing a black jacket, a gray hooded sweatshirt, black jeans, and white sneakers. She also had a brown tote bag with her. If anyone has any information on Ashley's whereabouts, or you see...
If you guys are on TikTok, go follow Saturday search. I guess I wasn't following her on TikTok. I follow her on YouTube. MJ is great. Okay.
Officers leaves emotions on high.
Uneasy, horrified, heartbroken.
Ariel Hamby's stepsister, Joanna Speaks, was an Oregon mother of 3.
She was an amazing sister, a wonderful daughter, a great, fantastic mother.
Speaks was found dead from a homicide in April, becoming one of 6 different women in the Portland
She is the one that we know her cause of death, which is the blunt force trauma.
metro area, all under 40, discovered dead within 100 miles of each other just weeks apart, leaving the Pacific Northwest in fear of a possible serial killer.
584 en route to Southeast Dead Road.
It starts with 22-year-old Kristen Smith, found February 19th in Southeast Portland. April 8th, Speaks is found on an abandoned property, dead from blunt force trauma to her neck and head. Weeks later, on April 24th, 2 women's bodies found on the same day. Charity Lynn Perry and an unidentified woman believed to have been Native American, who police say showed no signs of foul play. April 30th, 31-year-old Bridget Webster discovered on a rural road. And just 1 week later, 22-year-old Ashley Reel, last seen on surveillance at a restaurant.
Now we have another one and many more missing. Huh. This is a missing woman. I wonder if she was ever found. Melissa's my cousin. Wait, let's see. Any news? Wow, her hairstylist, people that knew her from massage school.
It's not a day or hardly minute goes by. She's not part of what we are.
With every passing year, Madison Scott's parents never gave up hope. The anniversary of their daughter's disappearance, always a chance to shine a light on the case.
Okay, so here's a woman who was found 12 years ago out there. That's interesting.
They don't believe these deaths.
Oh, let's see.
Hey there, so I wanted to give a quick update to everybody who's been helping share the story of Kristen Smith, who's been seen out of Gresham, Oregon, Portland, Oregon area. The news channels have picked it up, as well as the Gresham Police Department.
Kristen got the most coverage that I've seen out of all of them. Her mom was really pushing and fighting hard for her to get more coverage. She has a GoFundMe and some other things that we shared in one of the last videos. Look, this person said, my son dated her when they were in the 8th grade. He gifted her a necklace and she broke up with him. My thoughts are with the family. It's crazy how TikTok, reaches so many people. That's Kristen on the screen here.
Whoever threw that paper, your mom's a I said, whoever threw that paper, your mom's a
Find a woman who's been missing for nearly a year. They're looking for this woman, 24-year-old Vicky Diaz. Her family says she hasn't been
I think I've seen her face.
Seen since August. At that time, she was planning on going on a trip with a friend to Seattle. She's described as 5'6" with black hair and brown eyes and weighing 110 pounds. She has a tattoo on the left side of her face. You're asked to call Gresham Police if you know where she could be. Find a woman.
Hey, Uncle Benny. Many of them are prostitutes, and many of them, or have addictions or things like that. Yes. Ashley Reel's cousin's video. Ashley was the 6th victim found. June.
She had a lot of ties over to the Oregon.
In June. When was she? I don't know. It just gave us the date a few minutes ago, but it's left my brain already. Let me keep going. Missing from Oregon. That's good, Amber. Can you guys hear me, by the way? I don't know if my internet's doing something funky. Hey, Tiff. Happy Saturday. Hey, Maria. Hey, Crime Curious. Good to see you guys. Yes, lots of drugs in the area. Make sure you guys are part of the group that's pinned at the top. If you came in late, that's a group that Amber created about this. This is my grandma, Crystal. She's been missing for 6 months. I had another post, but this one is now more important. She's missing in Portland, too.
Crystal went missing from the Kelso, Washington Amtrak station at 6:52 p.m. on January 4th, 2023. She was planning on taking the Amtrak to Eugene, Oregon, where she lives. At 6:08 p.m., she texted a friend letting them know her plan. She had missed her delayed train.
Probably not supposed to use this because of the music, but...
And witnesses stated that they saw her walking to the 15 corridor. Nobody has seen or heard from her since. The photo shown was taken moments before she went missing.
Wow.
She was last seen wearing a brown turtleneck and black leggings, with a black rolling suitcase carrying a red purse and a pink brand black tote bag.
This is so sad. This is her granddaughter who's made the video.
Crystal is 59 years old. She is 5'3" and 120 pounds. She has blonde hair and green eyes. If you have any information, please.
Anna, I've noticed that there is a lot in Washington too.
Guardians helping find abducted.
Oh shit. Here we go again.
Breaking news tonight, Vancouver police believe they found the bodies of a missing sister and her
Oh, Amber, remember this one.
8-year-old daughter. Michelle Melendez and Layla
Michelle and Layla.
Okay, let's talk missing persons cases. 22-year-old Kristen Smith has been missing from Portland, Oregon.
6 women, 40 years old.
I'm just skipping through to see what else we can find. Missing from Portland, Oregon. Vicky Diaz. We have talked about her. Five foot 3, 110 pounds, multiple tattoos and piercings. My goodness, what a mess, you guys. That's what someone said in the comments. Contrary March. Here, we'll go back just for a second to see what
women have been found.
Wow, it was pretty far. Okay. Someone said, can you contact the train station for surveillance videos of her? Did she board the train? If not, I'm sure the video would have shown her leaving. Yes, we have done that. We hired a PI and filed a case with the state of Washington, Oregon, and California.
Women have.
So.
Hi, my name's Angel, and I just wanted to jump on here real quick and show this photo of my sister who's missing. Hi, my name's Angel. And I just wanted to jump on here
somewhere
real quick.
in Portland. She's missing.
Official confirmed update. On Saturday, September 24th at about 9:40 a.m.
That's all.
Missing murdered Indigenous activists are under attack in Portland, Oregon.
People are worried that there may be a serial killer on the loose in Portland, Oregon area because the bodies of 6 women have been found.
Living 20 minutes from Portland and sending my teenage daughter to college about an hour from here in the fall was already scary to me. But this is making it worse. And someone said, get her mace on a keychain. Do not leave it outside. Trust me, because it's a bad day when you get your pepper spray all over your hands and legs and face and all the things. Yeah, it's not fun. Vicky's sister is also houseless and beautiful. I'm worried for her. She's been looking for her, but now she's given up on looking because she knows she is no longer alive. Oh, my God. The women in Portland, brown hair, petite, between the ages of 22 and 40, all last seen in Southeast Portland. Well, one reason that they target women that are houseless as transients in the sex industry is because these women are known to, you know, not be around for long periods of time. They probably figured they won't be reported missing as quickly and things like that, you know? Anyways, y'all, take a course on mace. I did. Yeah, I probably need it, huh? After all the...
Okay, so here are two more. The first little bit here at Clavel and Deerdorf, that's Kristen Smith. And what I want to show you is these reporters and these people picking up this information who are like, they're all in these wooded and secluded areas. Sure. If you look at like a zoom in on Google Maps, maybe like a street map, it looks like it's a wooded and secluded area. But that is bullshit. If you come out, you'll see you're in Southeast Portland. Actually, technically, this might be Clackamas County, but you're in Southeast Portland. I mean, that's not far away. Also, there is a pin there because there is a covered bridge not far away. Yeah, I really do get around. So one thing about Kristen Smith was that she was supposedly last seen at Mall 205. Mall 205, again, extremely like populated part of the city. Also, not a great place to be hanging out. I would not be hanging out at Mall 205. Last time I was there, I think there was a woman who was trying to like return a bucket, a Home Depot bucket. It was very odd. Strange place. So I would not recommend hanging out at Mall 205. Yeah, so I don't know. They're just not, maybe they're wooded and secluded if you come from like Arizona. I don't fucking know. Like all of Oregon is wooded in some way. Though, you know, they'd rather you not. So the next part that I'm going to show you.
See, this is why I like TikTok, because you get little things like this on these cases that you wouldn't maybe have seen anywhere else.
After this whole like I-205 direction. Look, it's like a 13-minute drive to where she was found. Is the unidentified woman who I believe was found either off the Springwater corridor or the I-205 bike path. And she was found in a tent and she was passed away. This is the unidentified Indigenous woman, or the woman that they think might be.
I do wonder if she's connected to this because of her being found in a tent. I wonder if it was some sort of like accidental overdose or something like that.
So yeah, this is not a great part
Happy
of town.
birthday,
That,
Mrs. Italy.
Former 7-Eleven on 82nd is a great place to go if you want methamphetamines.
Angela.
The last time I was there, a guy tried to trade his beanie for a 40, and my father, who is a gun-toting redneck, honestly thinks that place is quite scary and would rather that Tiffany, his daughter, that I not go in there. So his middle-aged daughter. So if that gives you.
Let's see. Uncle Benny says there are always to be problems in serial killer investigations due to egos and agency conflicts, and the department's proud before the public. It's ridiculously common in cases. Hold on a second. I want to, Mrs. Italy D. Hold on. I want to find something. Hold on. Okay.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you. And then before we go, I want to show you guys like my favorite little video lately of Baby. Hold on. I've played it several times, but I need to play it again because it's so cute.
I'm big.
I'm big.
I'm brave.
I'm big.
I'm beautiful.
I'm boo boo boo.
Yes, thank you. Come here, give me huggies.
Love that. Boo, boo, boo.
I'm big.
I'm big.
I'm brave.
I'm big.
I'm beautiful.
I'm boo boo boo.
Yes, thank you. Come here, give me huggies. Thank you.
Oh my God, how cute. I just love babies. They're so precious. Okay, So you guys, I love that too, Punksy. It's so cute. But I'm going to let you guys go because we'll see you tonight at 9:30, and I have a lot I'm gonna do around here. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it so much. Please join Amber's Facebook group. Oh, Mrs. Italy D. Yeah, and I hope you guys have a really good day. And I'll see you soon. Thank you. Yeah, thank you for everything. Thank you to the mods. Hey, B Crumbs. I hope to see you guys tonight. I can't believe, like, before the live, we had already raised $50 on there, which is really exciting. And then, like I said, YouTube doesn't take a percentage, which is great because they usually take a big chunk. So anyways, I love you guys. I will see you later tonight. Here, let me drop some links though from the Nightbot. I'm curious. Punksy, I've got yours fixed. Yeah. Okay. I hope you guys have a good day, and I'll talk to you soon, okay? Bye. Bye. I love you, Marie. I love all you guys. Good night. Or not good night. Have a good day. I'll see you tonight.